This video is brought to you by the lovely sponsors below. Thank you so much for your support.
I have received the report from Cyrus and Miss Mayrin about what happened from their perspectives in China. However, that does leave quite a large gap in the story. What exactly were you planning on doing out there? It had better be good. We lost two powerful servants out there, and while the antidote was obtained, it's clearly no thanks to you.
Now, Gordoff. I'm sure she has a perfectly reasonable answer for this. I doubt she'd do this without a reason. Right?
Well, nothing to say for yourself?
What is there to say? I acted according to the information I had at the time in the best interest of myself, Chaldea, and China. I know my hands are not completely clean here, but is this actually a debrief, or are you just looking for an excuse to try to lock me up?
That's not what we're doing.
Russia, Kadok and Anastasia, Minotaurus, Ivan the Terrible, Scandinavia, Sigurd, Skadi, the Valkyries, and Surtur, not to mention everything in between, and that's just after Gordoff arrived. The work here involves risk regardless of the choices we make. Even not making a choice is a risk. Did anyone else get dragged into an office and chewed up for all of this on their missions?
Yes. Everyone was debriefed personally. That's standard procedure. In your case, however, you went ahead and attempted to take over a lost belt on your own. Not only that, you dove directly into the fantasy tree while it was being destroyed. What were you possibly thinking?
You two want to know what I was trying to do? Alright, I'll lay it out in detail. I didn't want those people who were finally starting to live to be killed simply for existing. I needed to try and see if there was a way to both save them and our own history. Hell, we don't even know for certain if destroying all the lost belts will restore our world to how it was before the bleaching. What if we destroy the last belt and the only people left are us? What then?
I didn't think about that.
We also barely have any data on what those trees even were. If we could understand how they work, maybe we could defeat them easier, and without as much risk. Perhaps even find a way to cancel them out altogether.
All right, let's say we believe you. What did you learn from inside the tree?
It's not supposed to exist.
Could you clarify? Because we are ready.
No, you don't understand. It's not supposed to exist on a magical, metaphysical, or scientific level.
Doesn't change what I was gonna say. We know that already. So what did you learn that was new?
Do you know the theory behind antimatter and matter?
Like the warp engines in Star Trek?
Kinda, actually, but more complicated. Even though it's in a lot of sci-fi shows, it was a real thing being researched before the bleach.
Either way, the principle is the same. Matter and antimatter cancel each other out on contact, usually by releasing a large amount of energy as they do, commonly referred to as an antimatter explosion. The way that these trees act goes against everything. It's like if you were to have matter and antimatter working together in unison.
The hell?
That's not possible! That's literally against the very definition of it!
Exactly, that's what I mean. These trees shouldn't exist because their very existence is like the antimatter to pan-human history's matter. And yet, they work.
So how does that help us? Did you learn a weakness? An exploit we can use?
No, I didn't have time before PT pulled me out. It's likely I could have found an answer, but I would have died in the process, rendering the entire point moot.
No matter how I feel, you dying out there isn't a risk we can take. Still, you didn't communicate your plan at all. You just went ahead and did it. Again. Maybe we could have supported you in that endeavor, or maybe we could have talked out a plan. That's not what happened. Not even Cyrus or PT knew what you were doing. Look, I am actually trying to trust you here, Professor. Are you really telling us everything?
I have no reason to lie at this point.
You said you wanted these people to live. You didn't want to simply erase them. That, honestly surprised me when you first said it. The professor feels something, huh? However, it doesn't change the fact that inevitably it's us versus them. If we had a way to save the Lost Belts, I'm sure Da Vinci, Scion, or even Sherlock would have told us by now. The Yaga in Russia, the kids in Scandinavia, they all had chances to live just like those in China. But this isn't a problem that can be solved by one brilliant mind. Nothing's that easy.
I thought there was a way that we hadn't considered. There had to be a way.
There isn't. There never was another way. It's either all of pan-human history is erased, or these people who did nothing wrong are erased. Welcome to the party, Professor. We've been carrying that weight from the get-go.
No need to kick her while she's down, Musaki. I think she gets it now.
Right. Can't help myself back there. Sorry about that, Gordolph. Anyway, Professor, is there anything else that happened? Or anything that you learned while you were...
Yoo-hoo! I see you're all here.
Sion, what's up? We're in the middle of a debriefing.
Oh, I know. If I could just have a moment of your time, I have something you should all hear.
We'll get back to this later.
Well, first, I wanted to say thank you for a chance to look over Posicon. She was an amazing design, and I could tell that even with all the damage she sustained, she was exceptionally well maintained. The repair work was masterful, even without proper parts. I must give my regards to whomever it was for keeping her running so well.
Was?
That's correct.
What do you mean, was? Where's Pasocon?
Sadly, the patchwork repairs could only do so much. By the time I got to look over her condition, her systems were already starting to have a cascade failure. I managed to save most of her memory data, but it's badly fragmented and her personality subroutines are gone. With her current equipment, there's no way to rebuild her.
What?
Wait, that means Pasocon is gone?
The conscious entity known as Pasocon is gone, yes, but you should be able to do something with those memories and fragmented data on the digital end. It'll be handy for future threats. You know the old saying, right? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Where's the memory data?
I have it right here. I was going to give it to Gordel since he said rector and all. I need to get moving. Still trying to figure out how we're going to keep moving forward with our plans. A girl's work is never done, I'm afraid. Here, Gordel. Catch.
What in blazes? Why can't you just hand it to me like a normal person?
The hell?
We'll get back to this later. For now, you're free to go back to your duties. Going forward, you are not to go off and do whatever you please on your own. We're a team, and we need to trust each other if we're going to get through this. Right, Musaki?
Huh? Yeah, right.
Right. Well then, I'm going to go get some tea and something to eat. I heard Benyenma is on kitchen duty today, so I should be safe.
Alright, we'll talk later. Whoa there! I wasn't gonna take it away. Sorry about this. I know you two didn't really get along, but...
I can fix her.
Professor, I don't think...
I can fix her. I have to.
Okay. But I need you to promise me something. I know how it feels to lose someone important to you. You should know that. That being said, take the time you need and try not to lock yourself up. When grief strikes, it can be easy to lose your way. If you need to talk, we're all here. You wanted me to be more open, so I will. When you're ready. When I told her to go out there, I wanted her to feel the weight of her actions. But not like this.